Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another edition of B&B Sports Talk. This time I'm going to be just doing a run through of the football weekend. I might start doing this on, but just by myself, a recap. And, we're now at the midway point of NFL and stuff, and so I think the first thing I should mention is the new BCS rankings are, if you don't already know, they're Alabama, then Florida State moved back up to 2, and then the Ducks are at 3, and I think that's probably to be expected. Excuse me, because Florida State did beat a number 7 Miami team, which I don't know how much stock you want to put in that or what, but so that's the first game we'll go over here. I got Jameis Winston's stats here: 21 for 29, 325 yards, and he had a touchdown, couple of picks, and he rushed for 27 yards. So not, great by any means, but a decent yardage total, and but the 2 interceptions, yeah. So, no. Yeah. Sorry. So, if you want to talk about Heisman, I would say Marcus Mariota. I know there's more to it than just not throwing interceptions, but I feel like he has been the best player in college football so far. I mean, if you look at efficiency, winning, just yards and accumulated, all that, it's just been phenomenal. Some people still have Johnny Manziel up there, which I don't agree with, but let me know who you think should be leading the Heisman front running as of November 4th, 5th. It's the 5th today. But yeah, that game, the Florida State-Miami game really ended up getting out of hand. Florida State just ended up being all over them because Winston got going. They have a really good running game that was able to get going. So that does it for that. Now, Seattle versus Tampa Bay. This was a great game. I'm still not really gotten over it yet. Russell Wilson was struggling a little bit early. He threw an interception, just a bad sidearm, and then and Lynch was out for a little while at least. So that set us back, but second half, and you gotta remember too, there are a lot of guys, a lot of offensive linemen. Sidney Rice, receiver, Percy Harvin hasn't even played a game for Seattle yet. So, all that being said, I think being 8-1 record is pretty impressive. We found a way to beat these teams. Mike Glennon, he looked good for Tampa Bay. He looked solid. And Mike James, he looked very solid. I'm sorry. So going back to college for a second, I'm gonna just give you my prediction for Oregon Stanford, which is the day after tomorrow. I'm so excited. I've got it 43-28. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm not too certain what's going to happen in this game. I know we're gonna win, but I'm not too sure about this, but I'm just gonna go 43-28. I think we're gonna, move the ball well enough. I think they're gonna get theirs, but I see Mariota continuing his no interception streak. I see Marshall running a little bit. I see D'Anthony. I think he is going to get back to form. He has got to get, and I think in order to certainly win a national championship, he needs to be producing at a high level, and I think he will. So that does it for that. Final game was the Monday Night Football game, Bears at Packers, and this was another interesting game. The Bears ended up winning 27-20, and that was their first win at Green Bay for the Bears since 2007. So that's a big win for them. And I should probably tell you that Jay Cutler and Aaron Rodgers were both out. Rodgers got hurt early on. So the matchups were Seneca Wallace and Josh McCown. And Wallace, I actually like him. He used to be a Seahawk, but he was just not prepared to play. Because if I remember, John Gruden, I think, said that the Packers hadn't done a snap with him in preseason, or that they've never done any snaps with Wallace as their quarterback. And this is kind of a different conversation, but I think they should have hung on to Vince Young, who was there in the preseason. I really like, I personally like Vince Young. I think he's a winner, but that's kind of neither here nor there. But my biggest takeaway was Josh McCown was just, he played really well. Now, I don't think they should leave him in for Cutler, but I see him, he's a very good backup. He's got a lot of help. Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey are two, I believe they're 6'3" and 6'4". They're big, tall guys who can get up there. A great catch radius, they call it. Those guys have. And then Matt Forte is an excellent running back for him. He's great in the passing game. Green Bay, with all their big defensive linemen, Bears had a hard time at times running, but overall Forte had a very good game. And McCown, they were able to protect him because the Packers, they couldn't, without Clay Matthews, they couldn't get any kind of a blitz off the edge, which was, killed them, really. They had to try and manufacture pressure somehow up the middle, and it just didn't work out for them. McCown had a great pocket to throw the ball throughout the game, and he just burned those guys. And I think it's a shame that there's so many injuries right now, and it's funny to me because they're right now there's more emphasis on player safety than there's ever been, and it seems like more people are getting hurt than ever. But look how many players were out in that game. It's just a shame, but So that's about all I have for you, I believe. Yeah. So, if you like the video, please leave a like, or give it a thumbs up, and comment. Let me know if your opinion. I love hearing other opinions about Heisman, or if anything I said. If you disagree with any of it, just leave a comment, and I'd be curious to see. And please, and thank you very much for watching. And have a great day.